Budgeting while unemployed. Let's get into it. So if you are new here, I am currently unemployed. I was laid off from my job and I am currently receiving unemployment plus supplemental pay, and I am budgeting that income to make sure that I still have a roof over my head, I'm still able to eat, I'm purchasing other needed expenses and paying my bills and all that good stuff. So I am showing you guys here how I am still doing that. And that is if you're new here, but I was just paid, and I actually like to budget once I see the money in my account, because I do kind of feel like unemployment is not a sure thing. Even though, you know, it's owed to you by the state or the supplemental pay that the company is paying you, I still want to see the money physically, you know, so I do wait until I actually see the money in my account and then I start to budget. So I was paid on Friday, November the 22nd, I believe. It's today, yeah, Friday the 22nd. And so I'm gonna be budgeting what I have in my bill account. I do want to say that this period of time that I have been unemployed has really taught me how to pay my bills up. I received my money and I wasn't really thrilled by what I received because I was like, oh Lord Jesus, I need to find a job. Here we go. Because it just wasn't what I expected, because the way that the supplemental pay works is that unemployment pays me what they pay me, and then my supplemental pay makes up the difference to make me whole. However, I do not receive my supplemental pay and unemployment all at the same time. It comes in different times and it's really kind of all over the place, and it's really making me do my very best at budgeting. And I will tell you, it's a good thing, actually. It is actually a good thing. I started to panic for a second. I was like, oh my God, I don't have any money. What am I gonna do? But once I kind of did a little bit of the pre-work before I actually got into the budget, I then felt a lot better. So let's get into this budget. Well, actually, as I'm remembering, before I get into this budget, I actually need to do an overview for the month of December. And that is because I actually paid all of my bills up for November. And so when I went in like, oh, okay, I have to pay this and I have to pay, you know, a couple of bills. And I was like, oh, I paid them already. That's right. I've been paying my bills like, here, take it. I got the money. Take it, take it, take it. Because the last thing that I need is stress from unpaid bills in this moment in my life. So I am going to be setting up December, and I'm really happy because I've been waiting to set up for December. Okay, I think my stickers are going to be so pretty for December. I got these stickers from Isis Ella Jewels, and I'll leave her information link down below. So I'm just gonna set up the month really quick, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start talking about the overview for December.
Dream with me, let your mind explore all the things we were created for. Possibilities, an open door that keeps us reaching out for more. Don't know it, so I listen for my inner voice. Carry the winds, drown out the rain, but will it make sense?
Hey besties, so let's go ahead and talk about the month of December. So I have all of the normal bills that's due in the beginning of the month. I have my mortgage, my HOA, my internet cable, ADT, Sirius XM. All of those things are due on the 1st. I believe that I'm going to be getting paid on December 6th for my supplemental pay. And then I have my electric bill that's due 1/12/73. And then I believe that I'm going to be getting unemployment on the 13th. This is what I'm predicting at this time. And then here on the 15th, I'll have life insurance, 117.04, and then the gym, 32.99. Y'all, I have been in the gym getting it in, okay? It is just so, I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna be a little chatty patty this video, just a little bit. But I need all my 40-year-olds to come to the front, okay? I have noticed that when I was not working out, I started to feel very achy. I started to feel very moody. There were some things I was like, oh, I just don't feel right. And I was having even some pain in my breast, I'll say. Y'all know I'd be telling y'all everything. But I think this is a conversation. We should talk about these things. So I was having pain in my breast and I was getting a little nervous. Of course, not of course, but I don't have history of breast cancer in my family. However, my aunt did have breast cancer, but I don't think that it was from, I don't think that it was a hereditary thing because she was literally like the only person who had breast cancer. And I had went and got, checked a few times, and they were, saying that it was the hormones because, right when I would have my menstrual, the pain would go away. And I had experienced that for some time, but it started happening more lately. And I was kind of nervous, but not really. And I talked to a friend of mine and she had told me her story, and she was saying she started working out and the pain kind of went away. She changed her diet and, that helped her not to experience that pain any longer. Of course, along with mammograms and everything. And so I said, you know what? I had scheduled me a doctor's appointment, and I said, before my doctor's appointment, I think I just need to go to the gym because I am a little bit heavier than I've been before and I need to go to the gym. And, just get healthy because I am getting older, but I am starting to feel achy. I can feel the weight on me, and so I need to go. So I went to the gym, and I have been going to the gym. It's probably been about 2 months now, and the pain has gone completely away. There were some other things, like I would get Charlie horses very frequently. The muscle spasms, those have gone away. I don't get them after I wear heels or walk for a long period of time. So let me tell you something. If you are 40, if you are just whatever age you are, exercise is important. It really helps us to not be so sick. And I knew that, of course, but I guess after I hit 40 and I'm just like, okay, I really do need to exercise. I really need to make sure that I get up and I walk and I'm moving and I'm getting my heart rate going. And so those things are very important. So just FYI, ladies, I know it's a lot of you guys here, men too, but ladies, please make sure that you guys are exercising. Make that a goal for 2025, that you're getting your checkups, you're getting your blood work done, because anything that we can possibly do to prevent, an early death or illness and all of that we don't really want to feel, we want to do our very best. So just want to, put that out there. I don't even know how we got, because I was talking about the gym. I'm like, how did we even get to that story time? So yes, I am paying this $32.99 with happiness, let me tell you. And then I have car and home insurance, $175.93. Hopefully I get my supplemental pay on that day. So it looks like I'm getting money every week. It's not all what it looks like. It looks great, but yeah, okay. And then hopefully I get paid on the 21st by YouTube, and then income again on the 27th. Then on the 28th I have my solar bill, my gas bill, my court bill, and then anything from Apple on that day, and that is pretty much it. I gave myself a little note here that I do have Clear and I do pay for it, so whenever I am traveling I don't have to deal with the long lines, and you know, it's just a headache. So I do pay once a year for that. It's $189, but that actually will not be due until January. But I wanted to give myself a note so that I don't forget, because I'm probably gonna put it in this budget right here. I don't want to forget about that, so I gave myself a little note over here. So of course, in the month of December we have a lot of the holidays, and I'm really excited. I won't be doing anything too extravagant because of the situation that I'm in, and I will be bringing you guys along with me. I am going to be doing Vlogmas so make sure you guys stay tuned for that information and how I'm going to be doing my Vlogmas. And yes, something else that I'm really excited for in the month of December. Listen up, okay? But let's talk about December. So we know that January is coming. In January, I do set aside time for No Spend January. But I thought this year it would be a really great idea in December to do a what do you call it? It's like tracking your expenses challenge. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I want us to track our expenses in December every day. I want us to do this for two reasons. One, because it's definitely going to help us to stay in budget in the month of December, so that we will notice, hey, you know what, I'm spending a little bit more money here and I need to curb back. I think it's uber important that we do not let our finances get away from us in one of the months that you spend the most money in. And one of the ways that you can combat that is by tracking your expenses daily. And I mean tracking it with everything. This time, we're not just gonna track anything outside of the budget. We're gonna track everything in the budget. Anytime that we spend a penny, we are gonna track it. We're gonna track it here on YouTube. We're also gonna track it over on Instagram. So whichever way you want to show up and track, that's how I want you to do it. 2025, I really want to focus on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. Not that I haven't really focused on that before in the past, but I'm going to be uber anal, if that's the right word for it. Because I think that if we can get those things together, if we can learn how to track our expenses so that we can save money, if we can learn how to pay off debt so that we can experience less stress and all of those things, it really helps out, especially in a period that I am in right now. Right now I'm experiencing unemployment, and it has been God sent, like heaven sent. Like he literally knew what was happening, because the fact that I don't have consumer debt during this time, the weight is so light right now. I still have bills and I still have a mortgage and all of those things. And yes, I do have more debt that I need to pay off, which is tax debt. But there is nothing more stressful than consumer credit card debt, or credit card debt, I'll say. There's nothing more stressful than that, because they get to calling you if you late. The interest is crazy. I do have a plan for my taxes. Hopefully it'll work out. But anyway, yeah, so in December we're gonna have a track your expenses challenge. Show up, we're gonna hold each other accountable. And then in January, we're gonna go in with a no spend challenge. So if you need to cut off any bills, if you notice that you're spending too much money in an area that you didn't realize, or if you had a subscription and you're like, "Oop, let me get that out of here because I'm not even looking at that channel anymore," that's what we're gonna be doing in January. So make sure you guys are tuned in. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you have your notification bells on, because it is my mission. I really want to help 1,000 women save their first $1,000. And I don't know if I've already helped some people before, but I just really want to get to that space. So you can let me know down in the comments if being a part of this community has helped you save some money. Please leave it down in the comments because I really want to celebrate with you. And yes, so excited about what's coming up. So I am going to be closing out November 8th paycheck, but I'm going to be doing that in a separate video of its own. And for this particular budget, we're going to be starting with, or the inflow amount, which is in my bill account, will be a total of $2,156.34. And this is 11/23, I think, or 22. All right, I still have to, you guys, I haven't even figured out what budget system I'm using for 2025, but I can almost assure you I'm going to be using the same system. I'm probably going to even be using the same book. I was looking for some happy planner covers, but I didn't see any that I liked. So I think that in this time, I'm probably not going to stress myself out too much about it. I really do like my budgeting system, and it has been amazing for me, and it has worked. So I'm probably going to be keeping the same book, but we'll see. So what I'm budgeting with is $2,156.34, and ties have been given, or will be given. Hasn't been given yet, but it will be given. I had a little bit of a vulnerable moment. I'm not even going to lie. And I was like, I had some thoughts that I had to repent about. So anyway, it happens sometimes, but ties will be given. Mortgage will be paid. Now, as far as my mortgage goes, my mortgage is in a totally different account, and I pay my mortgage from that account. So that will be paid. And then next, well, let me go to the November calendar here. I do want to thank God because, like I said, when I was doing the pre-budget, like kind of looking over everything and making sure I had all of my amounts so that I can add it to the budget, we're here and I've actually paid all of these bills. So on the 8th, I paid everything. The only thing that hasn't been paid is the court, because that's on auto pay. But this was paid, and Netflix is on auto pay as well that I need to pay. And Apple, I haven't paid Apple yet. I wonder if Apple was on the, I think Apple was on the last budget, but I don't think I paid it. Let me see. I probably did. Oh, I did. Apple was paid, but I know that some more stuff was added to Apple because I have some automated or some subscriptions rather that I use for content creation. But one of the secrets that I want to let you guys know, in a state of unemployment, and I'm probably going to keep doing this moving forward, but in a state of unemployment, I think what has kept me in the most peaceful state is when I get money, if the bill is available, I pay everything that I can see. With that being said, on the 8th, I was able to see my solar bill. So I paid that solar bill on the 8th. I paid everything, and I budgeted for everything that I could possibly see and pay. Because the last thing that I want is for anybody to be coming after me for some money. I don't want an email. I don't want a phone call. I don't want a text message saying that I'm behind on anything, because that is going to drive my stress levels up even more during this time. So if you ever fall into a season of unemployment or you're laid off or whatever the case may be, what I would recommend, what I have done, and it has worked wonders, is paying your bills up as much as you possibly can with the money that you already have. And it's helped me tremendously because I thought I had all these bills due. I was like, okay, I gotta pay all these bills, and then I also gotta pay the bills in the beginning of December, and all those bills are already paid. So definitely less of a headache there. So with that being said, the only bill that I have due for the rest of the month is Netflix. And let me see, I probably still even added it on this budget. Let me see. Yeah, I did. I added the Netflix and I added the court. But because those are on auto pay, I should have just left it going into the other budget because the money just has to stay there anyway. And I'm going to have to budget for it again right here. So I'm going to add here court, which is due on the 28th, and it's $75. And then the Netflix, and the Netflix is $15.49. You guys, I literally canceled like all of my subscriptions except Netflix. So I'm waiting for the deals to come out again for, you know, Hulu, Stars, and all of that, and then I'll get it then again. But right now, I only have, oh no, I have two. I have Apple TV, and then I have Netflix, and that's it. Everything else I canceled because they were trying to get your girl. Hulu sent me an email talking about, we're going to charge you $79.99. I said, oh, the devil is a liar. Yeah. All right, so here on this budget, like I said, mortgage will be paid. Now HOA, my lovely HOA association, wants their money, and I'm gonna give it to them. And it's a total of, I think it's $295, but let me get the total amount. It's, oh, it's not on that one. I think I had paid this one in October, the last check here. Sorry, you guys, I feel like I'm all over the place. So that was $298.18. So $298.18. And then internet cable, which this is a little bit more because I am paying for a higher internet speed, but I'm not experiencing anything higher. So I'm gonna call them, give them a chance to fix it. If they don't, then I'm gonna decrease my plan back to what it was. ADT, $59.99, and Sirius XM, $7.27. And then next up on the list, now I know that I'm supposed to be getting some more money here next week and the week after that, but like I stated, I'm only working with what I see in my account. So electric bill, I will be paying this bill here. I won't be waiting as it relates to the paycheck budget, the way that this works. $112.73, which is high, and that's on the 7th. 12/7. Look at reducing that bill. Now these are on auto pay. The life insurance and the gym, the car insurance, all of this stuff. And I can't see my solar bill. I can't see my gas bill. It's not out yet. So all of the rest of this stuff is on auto pay. So there's really nothing else for me to budget for right now. So this is all that I'm going to be budgeting for with this amount here. And I'm going to add all of this up and see how much the bills are. So $707.43. And that leaves us with $1,448.91. So 1,448.91 is what we're starting with for the variable expenses. Now in this area, this is where I have my food. I pay for my gas for my car and toiletries and household and all that good stuff. So for here, I'm actually going to be taking $100 out for groceries. And for gas, I need to see how much my gas is. Let me research that. For gas, it's $165.13, which was a lot. I just had to get my car fixed, you guys. Oh my God, I didn't even tell you guys. I used my whole YouTube check to basically fix my car. I needed to get spark plugs. And yeah, and there's some more stuff I need to get done to it. I need to figure out what's wrong with something around the engine. I'll talk more about that when I find out. But I need to find somewhere, you know, the dealer, they will take all your money. Okay, all of it. They will take all of your money, honey. So next is groceries, gas, and then I get toiletries. And toiletries is $40. $40. Yes, $40. Let me add up everything in the variable expenses. So we have 100 plus 165.13 plus $40. It's $305.13. $305.13. Okay, 1,448.91 minus $305.13. That leaves us with $1,143.78. Now we're going up to sinking funds. I really don't have any sinking funds that I'm all excited to. Actually, I do. Let me stop lying to you guys. I was saving for the 1 month ahead. I would always save it in my sinking funds area. And I also need to, I kind of know what I'm going to do for my savings for 2025, but let me stick to where we are. So sinking funds, I am going to save for the cleaners because I still need to take the rest of my clothes to the cleaners. So I'm going to put $100 towards that. Household, remember that's now a sinking fund. I'm going to put $50 towards that. And cleaners, household, I think let me get my book. I have been in the house all day, you guys. So in my bookie book, I have Costco, which is really the household, skincare, cleaners, and medical. And then car maintenance, I need to put some money to that because I need to get my car fixed. So for right now, I'm gonna do so I did cleaners. I'm gonna do medical because I do have to pay some co-pays actually for I'm gonna put $30 in medical. And for I have cleaners, skincare. So for skincare, I'm gonna add $30 for skincare. And that's it for right now. That's it for right now. So I'm gonna add all of this up. We have 100 plus 50 plus 30 plus 30. So that's a total of 210. And 1,143,78 minus 210 equals 933.78. Now, as it relates to savings, like I said, I don't have my savings challenges already decided on what I want to do. But I do want to make sure that I'm continuing to save, even if it's just in my savings envelope. So I am going to save, if I have $933 left over, I am going to save $500. Now, this is just money that I'm saving. It's not for anything specific. It could be for something specific, but it's not like going in a savings challenge or savings this or savings that. It's just that I know for me, in order for me to save money, I really need to pull that money out of the bank. And that's just how it works for me. The rest of the money, I will be leaving it, which is $433.78. I will be leaving the rest of this money in the bill account. So this will be rollover for bill account. Okay. And when I get my unemployment money, then I will, hopefully I'll have my solar, gas, like hopefully something else I'll be able to, pay or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much how I'm going to be doing this budget right here. So this is everything, you guys. Look at this bill tracker. I'm so excited. I am going to be doing a year-end review of my budget book right before I prep it for 2025. But I'm super proud of myself. Like, I pay my bills on time every month, y'all. Like, this was just amazing. I really wanted to see how this was gonna look in 2024 because this is actually my first year completing this in full. So I'm just super excited to see that I was successful in paying my bills on time this whole year. That's just awesome. Last year, I think I had started in like April or May. That's when I had got my life together. Like, okay, girl, get your life right. So make sure that you guys are tuned in, okay? So that we will be starting December 1st. I actually am going to be leaving down below a free download for you for an expense tracker. Okay, I'm using a free download. I'm gonna be using that same expense tracker. I'm not gonna use this one. It's one that I created. I created it for free for you guys, and I'm gonna be using that same one, and I'm gonna have it in here. I just need to print it out. But it's a digital tracker. You can print it in whatever size paper you actually need it, because in 2025, listen, I don't care what comes up. We have to get our lives, and we have to get our lives right. Okay. I think that is pretty much it. The next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to visit the bank. I'm going to take the money out of the bank. I also need to do an unstuffing as well, because I want to also show you guys how I have been able to, now I fully understand how to use the credit card and then pay it off. I think I've gotten to that point now, mentally, and you know, my mindset has fully changed. I'm not just using the credit card and telling myself, oh, I'm gonna pay it off. It's actually, I'm being strategic. I'm pulling the money out. I'm using the credit card. I'm paying it right off. Like, it's really working wonders. And I'm also understanding now that it's a certain credit card that you use. It's not just any old credit card that yields you no benefits. Cash back is important if you're using that credit card for expenses or whatnot. I'm not going to talk heavily about that on this channel, because if you can't get your basics right, that's what I focus on. There are other channels who talk about, you know, the credit card game and how to do it. Shonda Martin from Road to 750, I believe. Love her. I trust her 100%. I do exactly what she tells me to do and I win. But I could not do that until I fully got the basics right and understand. So some people don't want to use credit cards, and I will tell you, don't use them. Okay. I'm not the credit card queen or person or anything like that. I just, you know, will share that tidbit because it is a part of my finances and it is a part of what I believe. So I hope that you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I will see you before then because I have a couple videos that will be coming out. But I just wanted to wish you a Thanksgiving just in case, a happy Thanksgiving just in case I don't see you guys. And if you're not caught up on all of the videos, make sure that you guys catch up on them. The last video I think that I did is right here. I'll leave it linked. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with your girl, and I will see you in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.
You special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is